going to give a short speech. The topic is 3 special dishes around the world. When we travel around the world, we will like to try the different dish, just like Indian's curry, Japanese sushi, French foie gras, and so on. So today, I'm going to introduce 3 particular cuisines that you may never heard of or never tried before. First of all, I would like to introduce a meaningful meal, stargazy pie. Stargazy pie is a Cornish dish that's made of baked pelcher, along with eggs and potatoes, and covered with a pastry. Obviously, there's a fish head being used. The unique feature of stargazy pie is the fish protruding through the crust, so it appears to be gazing skyward. It looks pretty weird. And there's a legend explain the story behind it. Okay, in easy words, there's a stormy winter, meaning no fishboat can leave the harbor. A fisherman called Tom Babcock bravely sailed out to sea and returned with fish aplenty. Into a pie his catch went. So every year since on December 23, a festival, Tom Babcock's Eve, is celebrated by all. Whether it tastes good or not, the story behind it is truly touching. The second dish, perhaps not calling a dish, but a processed food. Yes, it's a very famous canned herring that everybody knows about. In the early days, when Swedish fishermen caught herring, they found that the salt on the sheep was used up, and remaining perishable fish were fermented in salt barrel and brought to the port for sale. Later, the fishermen found that local people were responded well to the fermented fish, so it became today's canned herring. But canned herring smells really awful. With some describing it, the stand is said to linger for hours when the moment the package was opened. With some describing it as like rotten egg mixed with gutter and septic tank. After listening this description, I think I got a sense of why people are getting cold feet when they see it. I'm going to introduce the most ridiculous dish at the end of the speech. Kiviak. Kiviak is a traditional wintertime Inuit food from Britland that is made of little ox fermented in seal skin. Let me tell you more specifically. They just let little ox stuff into seal stomach and sew back their bellies and ferment it for a year. There are 3 ways to enjoy this delicious cuisine. The first way is to pull out the bird's feather and just eat the raw meat. The second way is to cut open the bird's stomach and cause it fermented internals on the roast as a seasoning. The third is said to be the most enjoyable way to enjoy it, is to pull out the bird's mouth and suck its internal juice or brain from its anus. I don't think I will ever able to try it. I feel like I'm going to throw up just thinking about it. Alright, now I finished introducing 3 weird, unexpected, peculiar cuisine. Now you may be wondering why there are so many different types of food in the world. It is precisely because of the different natural geographical environment and unique historical development experience of different countries in the world. They display different food culture and create a rich, diversified world food culture. Maybe in that region, people find the delicious food are unacceptable to people in other countries. just like Taiwan's stinky dog food and preserved egg. Not everyone can accept it. As for different cuisine of different countries, we should treat each dish with respect because it is a part of the culture of different countries. Thank you.
Okay. Perfect job. But I'd like to give you some suggestions. One is maybe you can